And we're back. Hopefully that sounds better now.
Booming voices.
I can't hear you at all.
You can't hear me?
It's super quiet. I can barely hear you. Oh!
Can you hear
Good for my voice.
Can you hear everyone else?
Yeah.
Okay. How about now? Can you hear me now?
Up still.
A little further. How about now?
No, not for me. Not for us. For you.
For me? This is higher for me. Is this any better?
That sounds
That's
fine.
better. Just a little more.
I'll just yell. Can you hear me now?
Turn us down a little bit.
Okay. We good? Does that sound alright? Cool.
Oh.
Okay. Right.
Oh, wait.
Oh, okay. I think we're good. So, we've just had a rather harrowing vision from Jazz. Just as a reminder, Jazz, that's not you that you're seeing there. That is someone else that you're experiencing these things through. So, you're aware that they're somewhere at a school, and you're aware that this is relatively imminent. So, what would you like to do from here?
I think maybe we should go to the school.
Sounds like a good plan.
Nothing better to do, I don't suppose.
Wentworth, this is also the school that you used to work at as well, so you'll be quite familiar with it.
His school teaching days were the worst. Teaching RE.
Teaching RE?
For us non-British people, what is RE?
Yes, please.
Religious education.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you're heading to the school?
Yeah.
Sure.
All aboard. Todd, do you trust being in my school bus of magical death, or would you rather walk?
The
I've not died
closer
in
I
it yet.
am to you, then the less chance there is that something weird could happen that I don't see, and I want to get all of this down.
Of course. I mean, I'll show you where the magical fuel goes. Just so you can connect that dot. And if you're really good, I'll show you the infirmary. Right, on they go.
Was that a threat? What?
Well, on that note, you head over to the school.
Yeah.
Are you doing anything on the way? Obviously, Wentworth's driving, but is anyone else wanting to do anything, or are you just watching over his shoulder?
Very much so. I have a question about Todd's ability to connect the dots, doesn't he go online right now, or he can ask whatever he wants?
You can ask whenever you want. That's another point, actually. Cordelia and Jack, you both have a +1 forward. Because you answered the question of the week so well.
Oh, fuck yeah.
So yes, feel free to use that at any point you like. But yeah, you can feel free to ask those questions at any point.
And I can just use it whenever before the roll?
Yep, just add it to your roll when you roll.
Okay, just making sure.
Does that have somewhere it goes on the sheet, or...?
No, it doesn't, annoyingly. There's also no level on the sheet either, which is frustrating. But yeah, when you just come to roll, it'll allow you to add an extra 1 to any roll, so you can just do it then.
Okay.
Or just say that you're doing it, and we'll just add that on. Okay, so you're making your way downtown, walking fast.
Making a way.
You arrive at the school just as an ambulance is pulling off, and your heart sinks a little bit. There's a few people milling around outside, a couple of teachers, and someone looks relatively official, taking down notes. And there's also what appears to be some sort of journalist who is talking to a cameraman, reporting on something that's happened. There seems to be a few children that are kind of eagerly trying to look out the gates at the commotion, but it seems clear that most of them have been ushered inside already. So that's what you're greeted with. What do you want to do?
Maybe talk to the reporter? Lady? Person?
Yep, you're gonna go straight up to them while they're talking, or
Well, I mean,
what's your approach?
if they're like recording jazz, we'll do like the "Hey Mom" kind of thing.
It's photobomb
not
in the
hi, Mom.
background.
But she definitely will just be like,
The man behind the camera kind of like goes, and then just looks over at the reporter and goes, this reporter turns around and she looks over at this new crowd of people and the strange bus that's just appeared outside of the gates of the school. And she walks over to you and she goes, hi there, are you working for one of the other news companies, or she seems far too young to be a reporter.
I'm not.
Okay. Well, he seems far too young to be a reporter. She points to Todd.
I think he actually is the most reporter of us all.
Todd starts taking pictures. The reporter, the camera, the school. Oh, there's a leaf.
What are you doing here exactly?
Isn't this public grounds?
Yes, but as you can see, there's been an accident, so they're trying to clear a path, and I'm here doing my job. I could do with people not being in my way while I'm reporting on the incident. I assume you're here because of it.
Yeah, but I wasn't in your way. I was just in the background. It's fine.
That does mean in the way. I'm here for Pleasantshores News. This is hopefully going to get me my next promotion So, you know, I could do with not having people waving while I'm trying to do a news report.
I'm sorry.
It's
No,
okay.
no, don't apologise. This is suspicious. You need some kind of big news report so you can get a big promotion. So you just so happen to turn up where there's an accident?
That's how the news works.
Yes. Well, it's a small town and not a lot goes on here. So, when a teacher punches a child, then, I have to report on it. Obviously.
Punch the child.
What teacher?
The teacher that's just been taken to the hospital because the child punched them back. Obviously.
And so wait. The teacher punched the kid, and then the kid punched the teacher even harder?
Yes.
It's actually hilarious.
I thought everyone knew by now. This is like the biggest thing that's happened in this town for... Well, apart from that weird thing with the goose last week, I heard some strange stuff about that, but apart from that...
I'm supposed to know if you're just now covering it.
Well, yeah, usually I just follow Crackhead Dave around and ask him for, his latest bout around town, but, this is actual
To
news.
be fair, Cracker Dave, reliable source of information. Excuse me, miss. Well, I can notice that, you and of course us, by extension, are here outside. Am I to assume that you haven't been allowed inside the school premises to pursue your reporting?
No, not exactly. I was hoping to kind of get here first and be able to get more on the story, but arrived just as the ambulance had turned up and there was a big fight and kind of ushered me out the way and got everyone to hospital. A few broken noses, but...
Maybe I do have an answer for your predicament, you see, and I point to Todd.
Oh,
Little kid here. Studies at school. He could get you, I wouldn't say access, but perhaps an inside scoop. He could tell you, point you to the parties involved, or give you information about you mentioned a professor to punch a child. Yes, perhaps this thing has happened before, then the school has brushed it on the carpet, He kept secret.
Like the janitor who was a lizard.
Janitor
Like
wasn't a
janitor
lizard.
who was lizard.
He was a lizard. His skin
was
kept
not.
coming off.
He had like psoriasis or whatever it was called. It's not a lizard.
Well, I found it suspicious.
Yeah, it's called psoriasis.
Well, a lizard would tell you.
Yes, it's all about telling, you see, and the school, correct me if I'm wrong, hasn't told much, right? So this little kid here could be the key to the inside.
See, I believe you. But then he comes out with something about Lizard Skin Man, and I'm not so sure.
Well, he is kid. You can't fault kid for being imaginative. But if a janitor had psoriasis, and I'm not equating being a lizard man to whatever that is with having psoriasis, maybe all you need to do is to give whatever this kid says a degree of real world.
You know what? It's not a good shout, and he does have a camera. It could be quite useful.
It's mine.
I tell you what. If I can distract the teachers at the gates, you could perhaps slip in whilst I'm talking to them, and see if you can get me a story.
Todd,
I
do you
could
have
pay
uncle? I can be your uncle.
I don't think you look anything like my uncle.
What
there a,
about this? Yes. No, please.
I was about to say, is the headmaster around at all?
The headmaster isn't outside currently.
Okay.
That's
Or any
all.
faculty staff at all outside?
There's a teacher talking to the kind of official-looking person.
Do I know the teacher
You do.
from working there?
You do indeed. Do I
Okay,
know
well,
the name?
when I got off the bus, I would have been going to talk to them. So those three.
I'll send you these NPC sheets as well. So you've got them. Where's the teacher one?
NPC sheets.
I came prepared.
That's a cool journalist.
Shit.
And who is that teacher? My God.
Hey, hey, hey!
I thought you might remember her. Yep, so it's Evelyn McAllister is the teacher. She's looking a bit fraught, and she's currently chatting outside.
Yeah, come back to me. Finish off those two being uncle and
Okay,
nose.
so the reporter slips 10 whatevers, golds, dollars, simoleons over to
Peterinos.
Anton and says, do you think you can, get your kid inside?
Oh, I can do that for a friend. It's kid. The one I haven't worked with. Camera kid.
I have a name.
I'm not good with name. Please. You know
You
what?
remembered mine.
We went
We
to school
have
together
been
for
through-
like 6 years.
We have been together through traumatic experience in the home zone. Therefore, I remember your name. I don't remember kid's name because kid wasn't there. But it's okay. I understand. My mistake. What's your name, kid, please?
Odd. But if you're going to be my uncle, I should probably have a similar name to you.
I don't believe parents should name their kids Todon or Anton. Actually, Anton doesn't sound that bad. Anton.
I don't think you should have the same name, basically.
No, he's right. Because then, if anyone asks, they're going to never have heard of us. You think good, you think smart, sharp. You're way to stay under the radar.
Exactly, you are a secretive kid, no? Then you haven't talked about your uncle who has a name that's similar to yours. It's all in the family, really.
Makes sense to me.
It's all settled. So, Anton, yes?
Anton.
Yes, that's what I see. Can you take me inside with me? Can you walk me through the premises?
Would I know? Is there any way that we could easily, like, sneak into the school? Hold
Yeah.
an event?
She's
Nick.
while she's distracting the two outside, you could easily slip through. There's like where the gate is. There's like a bush next to the gate where clearly someone has kind of made a little bit of a den in this, so it's easy to kind of pass through into the playground. I feel like
Awesome.
Wentworth and Anton would probably struggle, but Todd would be okay.
Yeah, probably right.
Jazz, you should come too.
Okay.
Because
Oh,
you know
mine.
which classroom it happened in, and
Well, that's true. Okay. Wait, I didn't know what classroom it happened in. I didn't see that. You're making stuff up. Don't confuse me.
You did see that there were Bunsen burners out on the desks, so you've got a fair idea that it was in one of the science classes.
Oh my god.
Unless maths has got real weird since you went.
If anyone asks, your name is Anton.
No, it's not.
Just trust me, Anton.
No, thank you.
Fine, come up with your own cool code name. Let's go.
Okay.
Okay, so the reporter goes up to the teacher, and starts kind of shouting and wailing and making as much noise as possible. Just going, I needed the in-scoop on this, and you've just sent them off. I needed to get names. I needed to get interviews from all of these people. Why have you sent them off to hospital? She's ranting and raving, and the teacher's looking a little bit scared at this point. And you just see her kind of out of the corner of your eye go,
Real
Can we
sneaky
just go in, or do we have to do anything?
if it's just Todd and Jazz, you can go in. If anyone else wants to slip in the same way, you'd have to roll and act under pressure. Which you are welcome to do. In fact, I encourage it.
Maybe just wants to see us fail. That's all it is. Yeah.
What's the worst thing that can happen?
We could die.
You could die.
They could get stuck
I
in
found-
the
I
hole.
found-
You could get
Like a Pooh Bear
arrested for trying to,
situation.
you know, be a grown man trying to get into it at school.
Yeah, I don't like this.
Wearing a large jacket.
I'm sure it'd be fine.
Sure.
It's not like you've got a school bus outside either.
What's wrong with a school bus? It's a library bus, thank you.
You know
very
what?
It is a
That's,
library bus.
That's an excellent idea. Wensworth, would you say you are the kind of person living in the kind of town who leaves his boss unlocked?
Unlocked? No. It's got like a 7-bolt lock system.
I need a distraction. I would like to give him a distraction, but you know what? What are the chances Cracker Dave is just around the corner? I ask the god of this world. What are the chances Cracker Dave?
Unfortunately, Cracker Dave will, at this point in the morning, be at the spoons already. Probably several pints under. So, you know, you're welcome to go and see if you can find Crackhead Dave, if you want.
Cracker Dave would be the perfect distraction so these two can sneak inside. I need to go find Cracker Dave.
Wentworth, what are you doing at this point?
I'm going to speak to teacher.
Okay.
Evelyn.
Okay, so as Jazz and Todd are sneaking through into the courtyard, you approach the teacher, who is now being bothered by two people, and seems a little bit overwhelmed and confused at this point.
Kind of went with approaches and kind of like straightens his shirt out and tucks everything in, gives a bit of a flick of his hair, make sure it's on as tight as possible before approaching. He goes, Evelyn, sorry to bother you. I see you're rather busy.
Wentworth, what are you doing here?
Well, I just I was here to drop off some books from the library van. There's some stuff on there that's apparently your school's running low on, and I had some stock, so just doing an old switcheroo.
Oh, fantastic. Sorry, it's been a crazy morning.
I can see what happened.
Well, sounds silly. There seems to have been a brawl, which in itself is, you know, not terribly unusual, but, well, it was started by Colin, which it doesn't seem in his nature to punch a small boy in the throat, but apparently...
Colin, the science teacher?
Yes. I don't know if things are going well for him, but I mean...
The wife again, is it?
It could be, but also the child in question is quite punchable.
Oh, one of those.
Yes. So I've had to. It's completely ruined my day, actually. I've been trying to clear up this mess all morning, but I think are we done here? She just kind of looks over at the official man. He nods and starts to kind of pack up his stuff and move out. So yes, I've just been trying to shepherd all of the children back into the classrooms, and that's difficult because we don't have a science teacher now because he also happened to have his nose broke when the child in question headbutted him. So yes, it's been interesting.
Sorry, just to clarify, the science teacher, out of the blue, or presumably out of some small teasing, punched the kid in the face, or punched the kid in general, and then the kid proceeded to headbutt and break the teacher's nose.
Yeah, that's pretty much the entirety of it. Yes, until the other children got involved and they started throwing things and pulling hair and.
What? At Colin or?
At pretty much everyone. It just turned into a all-in-all brawl in the science department. It was quite the fiasco, actually. It's going to take ages to straighten things up.
Oh well, if you want any help, I come around.
I wouldn't say no, actually. That would be quite helpful. I don't really like leaving the children unattended for too long after something like that.
Of course. Oh, 1 second. He'll kind of turn around and see if Anton's still there, and just shout out to him and just go, Anton, sounds like there's quite a bit of mess in there, and we could use some help if you're free, or if you've got somewhere else to be. You're more than welcome to come back.
Anthony is like some feet away, looking around for Cracker Dave, telling himself, the moment I need Cracker Dave the most for distraction, the moment he's, I don't know, and he hears, oh yeah, sure, and approaches Wentworth. Tell me, Fred, what do you need?
Well, it seems like Evelyn here's got her hands full of unruly kids from a recent, what appears to be a school riot. A teacher with a broken nose, who I believe just gone to hospital. Is the kid still here? The one that broke his nose?
No, he's also gone to the hospital, in a separate ambulance, luckily. But yes, they should be fine. Last time I checked, broken bones do heal eventually, so even if they're fractured into multiple pieces, I'm sure they'll be fine.
Does this kid have a steel skull?
He did hit him with some force.
Has this been the only incident recently that this has happened, or?
Well, it's strange because the kid, Eric, he's not a bad child. He's certainly not the one that I would say would cause any of this. Usually he's just a little bit annoying. And apart from that, I've never heard of Colin being vicious or aggressive in any kind of way to any of the children. It just isn't in his nature. Just, I don't know what came over them. They just all seem to be so angry and for no reason. And now everyone seems fine. They obviously there's quite a lot of crying, but they seem fine, not angry at each other anymore.
So, a moment of madness.
It would seem so, yes.
Okay, well, look, you go and see to the kids. Myself and Anton will go and do some cleanup of the classroom. And
Thank you so much. It's a huge help, really is. And Anton, it's very nice to meet you. It's always wonderful to meet a fellow librarian.
I apologize for my friend here. He didn't properly introduce us. A pleasure to meet you.
how rude of me.
No, it's terrible.
Terribly rude of you.
It's,
Yes, Evelyn, Anton, Evelyn.
Anton, that's a wonderful accent you've got there. Not originally
It's
from
not the
Pleasantshores.
only thing wonderful I have in me, but sure, let's start with that.
Well, of course, you've got the books. No one can forget the books, of course. Yes, please, do go in, and I will meet you in there in a short while. Okay, so at this point, what have Jazz and Todd been up to? You've snuck through to the other side of the classroom. The courtyard. Whereabouts were you headed?
Is there like a school entrance or like what's kind of like the layout?
Yep, there's the front entrance, and then round the back of the school, where the kind of main playground is, there's also an entrance back round there as well.
Okay. Todd, do you know of any like secret entrances?
Well, there was always that window to the bathroom that never shut properly.
Sure, we can try that. I think we'll probably still fit.
Todd has not grown at all.
Okay, if you're going to attempt the window, do you want to roll an act under pressure for me?
Both of us?
Yeah, both of you. Okay. So, Jazz, you manage to jump and kind of scramble your way through this window with relative ease. And you kind of fall through the window, plomp onto the other side. Todd, you're jumping for this window and you can't seem to grab hold of anything. Your hands just keep slipping. So you're unable to get through without some help. Jazz can help you by pulling you through if she wants.
Yeah, certainly.
Jazz, I'm too short. Help.
Okay, she's gonna like stick most of her body out and like stick her arm out and like try to give him like a arm to grab onto.
And he will take that arm and try and scramble up the wall.
Okay, you do manage to get through then. You also get to mark a point of experience as well, because you failed your first roll. Your first ever roll as well.
Hey! No, second. The first was
Oh, it
the
did.
connected
No,
up.
yeah. Okay, we'll let you off then. Okay, so you're in the bathroom. There doesn't appear to be anyone in the stalls right now. There's the usual writing all over the stall doors that you can come to expect. Luckily, there doesn't appear to be anything related to either of you, any numbers or such like written on the walls. So yeah, where are you heading now?
Jasmine probably just, well, in my dream I saw it was like a science room, so maybe we should head back to our old classroom.
That would make the most sense.
Okay.
Okay.
So, as you're heading up to the science area, and Wentworth and Anton are arms full of books going into the school to tidy up for the teacher, we will take a short break there and reconvene in 10 minutes, if everyone's cool with that.
Sounds good to me.
Awesome.
Good.
Sick.
Let's go have a lovely little pee break.
Break.
Yeah. was a very quick break. Right. So, we're going to head back to Jazz and Todd as you're making your way up to the science room. So, as you climb the stairs, there are people kind of sat in the classroom, kind of looking a bit confused at each other about what just happened. There's no teacher in there at the moment. So, do you want to go in? What's your plan?
If Jazz sees there's people and she's gonna like look at Todd and be like, "Oh my god, there's kids in there." I didn't think there'd actually be kids in there. I thought they'd be gone. Should we go in?
We could be the substitute teachers.
I don't think we look like substitute teachers.
Yeah, I didn't bring a tie.
That's what makes a substitute teacher, definitely.
Overdressing. I can confirm.
What do you think? What do you think we should do? First thing that comes to your head, because that's usually the best one.
Oh god. Maybe we should pretend to be students, like foreign exchange students.
Yes. Let's do that. Cool.
Okay.
Okay. On three. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Todd like pushes the door open.
The kids just...
Hey, y'all!
The kids just
I'm
stare at you.
Mr. Todd, your substitute teacher, to fill in. I forgot my tie.
Annie, I'm a student
And this is
from America.
a new student from America who will be joining us for science.
You just hear one kid somewhere at the back just go, "Hi, Mr. Todd."
Hello. Please take your seat, student I don't know. And then leans in and look around, maybe. Just ask a couple of the students. Also,
Okay,
I'm going to take this as a point of me using contrary.
When you seek and receive someone's honest advice on the best course of action for you, then do something else instead. Okay.
That sounds like you, not like the character. Please, explain to me the difference.
I'm playing myself. I'm playing myself in high school.
Only in high school. Are you sure?
So
now you
I
get an
get plus
extra
one
plus one.
ongoing. Yeah, on any moves I make pursuing that course while I'm pretending to be this substitute teacher.
Good stuff. Okay. Well played.
Science! What do we know about science? I'll tell you who won't tell you about science is the Illuminati. They keep the real science hidden away in, you know, there's just some things they don't tell us, like how do planes stay in the sky? They don't flap their wings. They're not birds. Maybe magnets, or other things could help too.
The kid just puts his hand up and goes, "Sir, can we burn stuff?"
We could burn stuff, but wouldn't it be much more fun if we all went to extra recess in another classroom?
Everyone just cheers at this.
Class dismissed. Everyone gets an A.
With that, No one questions it. They just run out the door. And you're in the classroom alone.
I think that went well.
Like, doing this together. You just left me to dry.
No, I subverted expectation, because then no one in here would have expected it.
Well, maybe next time tell me if you're going to subvert expectations.
If I tell you, then how would they be
everyone's except
subverted?
mine. Well, you
Right,
can subvert
okay.
everyone's except mine.
Everyone's except yours, so definitely tell you when I'm going to not listen. Got it.
Please.
Okay.
Can I roll investigate a mystery to see if I can find anything in here?
You can.
And I would like to ruffle around the teacher's desk to see if there's anything that might...
Yeah, we'll do the investigator mystery, and then we will have a rummage around.
I'm using my +1 forward from the question of the week.
Awesome stuff. Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
That's beautiful, beautiful stuff.
What would you like to know?
Very impressive. Is there any sign that the fight occurred in here?
Yes, 100%.
Okay.
You can see that there's broken table legs. You can even see that on one of the tables in the middle, there's scrawks on this table that look very, very recent. That are the angry scribblings of someone. It says things like, "Just a fucking bee," "fucking stupid ass teacher," and this is written all over the middle of the desk. So it seems pretty clear that this is where he sat.
Is there any indication, like, because I know that Wentworth and Anton know who did it, but, like, is there any way to tell, like, who sits there normally?
He's written Colin on the inside of the desk. It
Okay.
says Colin and someone forever, but he seems to have scrawked out the someone, so... Wait, no, Colin was the teacher, wasn't it? Eric.
say,
It says
yeah.
Eric. That would be weird if the teacher
Okay.
had written that. It was Eric.
It wasn't. Oh God. Okay, so Eric is the student. Okay.
And I will definitely remember that.
Yep. We all will.
Everybody remember
Definitely. I can't think of anything right now. Can we do Todd's thing? And if I think of anything,
Yeah, sure. Todd, so you want to have a rummage around in the teacher's desk.
Sure.
That would probably be investigator mystery as well, I think.
Awesome. So this mystery, and I will also use my +1.
Okay, mixed success. So, what would you like to ask? Or what would you like to find out? You also get a plus, an extra +1 on top of that, don't you? Because of your your contrary move. So, not that it would make any difference. I'm thinking.
I thought that contrary move was just more for me pretending to be the substitute teacher.
It just says you take +1 ongoing for any moves you make pursuing that course. So, I guess
You
that,
also have your connected dots. Sorry.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I do also have connect the dots. In which case then, I would like to, with my investigative mystery, what sort of creature is it? And with connect the dots, how does this mystery connect to the bigger picture?
Okay. So, in terms of what kind of creature this is, you knew Eric, and you also know the teacher, and although you never had a huge amount to do with them, you know that it's not in their nature to be particularly aggressive for any reason. So this clearly wasn't the work of them being monsters, or lizard men. In fact, you're pretty much sure that you've checked out Colin before, and he didn't have scales or anything, so he's no lizard of any kind. This is clearly the work of some sort of demon that is manipulating the emotions of the people around them. And you know that Eric is a pretty simple person, very easily manipulated, because you've seen how he's reacted with the other kids at school before. And, you know, the teacher as well seems pretty susceptible to being annoyed about certain things and certain people. So they're all part of a much bigger plan. You can see it so clearly, and you wonder why no one else can. So you just need to find out who else was in that class, because there's clearly some mastermind behind all of this. In terms of how this relates to the rest of the mystery, now you have found out that this crack is creating all of these interesting and unsightly creatures to join the realm. Not that kind of crack. A crack in reality. And you are pretty much sure that every time there's some sort of evil crack in the universe, it's always in a school, right? It's just the way that things are. Evil things come out of schools. So you know that it's all come from here. It's got to have. And you're pretty sure that if you can get to the bottom of this mystery, then maybe you can find out what happened to cause this crack to form.
Okay. Jazz, have you got anything?
She's gonna point at the desk and be like, I think Eric sat here. Do you have anything?
There's no scales, so I don't think he was a lizard.
We've been over this. It's not lizards.
That was the janitor. But
I don't think he's a lizard either.
when you think about it, isn't this all kind of spooky? Maybe it's someone's pulling the strings on them to make them act out of character. Because Eric was a dickhead, but he wasn't that kind of dickhead. And the teacher, he got moody, but he would never hit someone normally.
It's true. I like Mr. Colin.
I always found it weird his name was Colin, but he was a good guy.
Well, I mean, they're spelled different, so I can kind of understand.
You'd think it was cruel for the parents, but yeah, and I just know I'm so close to figuring all this out. It's going to make sense. We just need to find who or what is doing this. So if you see any magic books...
Can I... Okay, Kitty, since I already used my Investigative Mystery, can I still use my sight? Or do I have to re-roll everything?
No, you can use your sight as well.
Okay. Is there anything invisible or magic influencing or...
there's no ghosts or anything like that in this room, but you can almost feel this heavy aura. It's almost like if a mood was mugginess. You can feel it weighing you down.
Is this similar to how I felt in the dream?
It is very similar, apart from you just feel really irritable right now. Like, Todd's just really pissing you off. And you don't know why. More than usual. So before you were feeling very, very sad. Like you were never going to be happy ever again. And now you feel almost like you're having to hold your rage in.
I don't frickin' see anything here. There's nothing. It's a waste of my goddamn time.
Well, we'll find something. There'll be
No,
something.
we're not. We're not gonna find anything. Look at this. It's empty. What are we gonna find here? Textbook?
Could do. Maybe someone wrote a spell or a secret formula inside.
Oh my god, no one's writing secret formulas inside the textbooks. They're too busy drawing penises on it. Come on, let's be real here, Todd.
We're in a chemistry classroom. The books are literally filled with formulas.
Jazz,
Well, that's...
can you roll an act under pressure for me?
I can. I'm not good at those.
You are not Jazz.
You can roll one as well.
If you're going, if you turn
Why
into
not?
a goose, I
can
swear. I swear.
Eight. I'm happy with an 8.
A goose and a panther.
Walk into a classroom.
Okay, you're cool. You're fine.
Okay.
With that,
It's a very...
we'll hop over to Wentworth and Anton as you're making your way into clear up the mess.
I guess I would have asked Evelyn what classroom it happened in, so I would have headed straight for it, presumably.
Okay, so as you get in to the classroom, you see Jazz looking very angrily at Todd. And the classroom is empty. And there's some broken chairs.
Hello there. How did you two get in?
We snuck it through the courtyard like we were supposed to.
I climbed in through a window without any help.
Oh my god.
Um,
He needed my help. Flying.
I just don't grow as fast as other people.
that
It's
sounds like a
fine,
conspiracy
you-
to me.
Big milk not growing my bones.
Anyway, did you two find anything?
No, we haven't found any stupid things. It's where this kid sits. Todd's got another conspiracy.
Okay, Jazz.
It's not lizard people, I don't think. There's nothing to indicate that they're involved here. But it could be something that's making people act out of turn, like bad weather, or a ghost, or a demon, or sometimes I get mad when I wake up on the wrong side of the bed. Any number of these things.
That seems reasonable. Perhaps Wentworth, you work here, yes. Would there be a place where management writes about who misbehaves and who steps out of line? Perhaps there's a file somewhere we could search for answers. Maybe
well-
talk to the principal would have this kind of information, yes?
Yes, absolutely. There'll be two things. There will be the accident and injury log in the nurse's office, and then there will be the, well, let's say, major incident log, which the headmaster would have. Or mistress. Is it mistress or master?
Headmaster.
Headmaster.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but headmaster wasn't outside, and the police wasn't talking to headmaster.
No, I'm not entirely sure where the headmaster is. I would expect him to be outside speaking to the press, but nowhere to be seen.
What do you say, Anton? Do you think that's a conspiracy right there? I mean, person in power, not talking outside, nowhere to be seen.
I'd say it's definitely suspicious and warrants a closer look.
We have a lead.
Okay, well, if you two would like to go and find the headmaster and incident log, or whatever else you can find, I think our good friend Todd here's got a good point about, well, this being out of character for both teacher and student. So I'm going to go and do some research to see if I can figure out what may be happening. Maybe some sort of emotion demon, perhaps. Not entirely sure.
I'm going to look at... Sure. Since I'm attacking this from the conspiracy theories angle, can I roll to investigate?
Of course you can.
Also, I'm going to miss, but it's worth a try. There's one of the questions is talking to me. I figure it out.
Womp. Mark some experience though. What
It's
is it that
something, though.
you wanted to find out?
What is being concealed here? Because again, the person in power was not visible. The person in power was not the one interviewed. And correct me if I'm wrong, but the teacher who Wentworth knows was not the one present in the classroom. That was Colin.
Yeah.
So
From what you
They
can
shouldn't
see, you know, this classroom itself is kind of in disarray. There's papers strewn out all over the place. The blackboard has the standard kind of science stuff on it. So there doesn't appear to be any foul play from what you can see, other than the scrawkings on this table that Jazz has found. Other than that, it just seems like a normal classroom.
I look around, and after a while in desperation, I claim, you know what, eyesight might be failing me. I thought my gut feeling was right, but I can't find nothing. Perhaps we do have to talk to the headmaster.
Just as you say that, the dinner bell rings, and it's lunchtime. You start hearing the kids gathering in the halls. Wentworth, you would know that usually the headmaster around this time would usually head to the staff room. They have their own kind of office that's next door, so they usually pop in, put their usual food in the microwave. They've got a nasty habit of microwaving fish and then fucking off and leaving the rest of the staff to sit in.
What a dick.
Death to that person.
The usual.
That demon's been working here longer than we thought.
So you know roughly where you would be able to find him at this kind of point in time.
Yes, so Anton, dinner bell. The headmaster will either be in his office or in the staff room next door. In the meantime,
Right.
I shall head to my bus to do some research. I shall catch up with you.
You're going to leave me here. My alibi, my permission to be, my reason to be here. You're going to leave me along with these two. No offense, but
Wait. I've not done anything.
Listen to me. A grown man, an adult by himself in a school with a member of staff. That doesn't sound weird to you.
No, you're a librarian, as we've established, or as Evelyn thought you were. Apparently I hire 4 staff for my 1 bus. But I don't think anyone will question that. You are Anton,
Right.
the librarian. And these 2 are either your apprentices, or they are on university placement.
Anton, just
Say to-
roll under pressure to see if you get arrested.
Wait, I haven't done anything wrong. Hold on.
Did
Well,
he
he
touch
also-
the kids? Yes, he did.
Act under pressure. That's cool,
I
right?
knew he was gay.
I didn't know he was a pedo.
Fucking hell.
No, you don't have to roll under pressure. You're fine. Okay,
For a
so
Speed of the Puma.
where are we headed? We all heading to the
So-
staff room, or
I'm heading back
you're
to
heading
my
to the bus?
Yeah.
Okay, where's everyone else off to?
I mean, I'm fine with the staff room.
Staff
We
room?
can do some skulking, yeah?
Anton, you heading to the staff room?
Yes. Of course, I'm there. I'm there. Parent slash uncle slash long distance relative there.
Okay. So you obviously Todd and Jazz will know where the staff room is. Start heading down the stairs and walking in that general direction. And you can hear kind of laughing the closer you get to the kind of main hall where the staff room is next door to. More so than usual. So obviously the children are kind of gathering to go to lunch at this point. But there seems to be quite a ruckus going on. And as you get closer and closer to the main hall, one of the kids stops you. And they go, "You've got to see this. They're having sex." And he runs off into the classroom, into the hall.
Did anyone else hear that right?
I hope not.
Yeah, I second that.
Should we go look?
I guess for the investigation.
Yeah, for that.
So you muscle your way through the gathering of kids that's getting more and more loud and voracious as you kind of get closer. You turn the corner and the headmaster's door is open and you find the janitor on the table and they are kissing quite heavily. Luckily no one's taken their clothes off at this point.
Okay.
But they seem to be passionately, which is strange because the caretaker is in her late 60s. She's been there pretty much the length of the school being open, and she's
Yeah, look at
got
this. This is
more
like
hairs on her chin than he's got on his head, so this is...
Jess is gonna cover her eyes. I can't look anymore.
A lizard person wouldn't do this normally.
I'm going to close the door.
Should we
Nobody
not?
should be seeing this.
Does every kid just boo at Anton?
Yes, pretty much. There's a lot of kids in this hall, and they're all kind of chanting and singing things, and some of them are on the phones to other people, telling them about what's going on. So it's pure chaos at this point.
Oh, wait, the kids are... Well, as I reach for the doorknob, let me change that. As I reach for the doorknob, I clear my throat and... excuse me, this is school. Yes, I don't think you should be doing this in school within children eyesight.
Can you roll and manipulate someone?
Manipulate someone? Of course I can roll manipulate someone. Let me look for that. There goes. From just submit, nothing forward. Let's go.
Nice. So they both look at you mid-kiss, and all of a sudden they kind of shake their heads and look at each other, and there's silence. And then there's disgust as they both go to opposite ends of this room. And the head teacher goes, "My God, what am I doing?" The janitor looks quite happy with herself, but she kind of gathers up her little, she's got like a apron, kind of unfolds that, smooths it down, tries to rub off the fluids that are on said apron, and then hurriedly runs out the room, hopefully to go make lunch and wash her hands before she does so. We can only hope. The head teacher looks at you and goes, I'm so sorry. I don't know what came over me. Do I know you? Did we have an appointment?
Well, you don't know me, and going by what I just saw, I don't think you want to know me.
No, quite right. This doesn't happen, much. Well, it doesn't happen at all, actually. I don't know what it was. Just something came over me.
You don't need to talk more. I understand. I understand you. I just need to know for the sake of my two. And I point at Jazz. I just want to know. I just need to know for the sake of these, my little two angels, that this sort of behavior doesn't happen while they can see it. And I look around to the other side. Presumably the other kids are also there, nor within their presence. Just keep door closed, keep door locked. This doesn't need to happen again.
Yes, well, it definitely won't happen again. Goodness, I've never even thought of doing anything like this before. Sorry, it's been a really strange day. I do need to know who you are, though. You are on school property.
That I'm working with a librarian. I was bringing books and these two got lost, so I had to look for them, and well, on my way to whatever the hell I needed to deposit these books, I saw your office, and I told myself, you know what, it's good to talk to boss, talk to person in power, and as I reached to talk to you, well, I saw you, then there.
Yes, you did see me. As did everyone else. Well, this is going to be awkward to explain. At least that reporter's not still around. That would not go down very well. Yes, of course. Do you need help finding the library?
Library.
Okay, well, let me just straighten up here. He kind of like hurriedly starts putting things back in place that have clearly been shoved off this table in quite a hurry. Okay, yeah, you know what? That's fine. That's fine.
It's you don't need to do that right now. I just need you know what? Walk me there. Maybe with walking and with fresh air, your mind would clear a bit out of this foggy mess. The office will be here when we are done, right? So a couple of minutes wouldn't do you harm.
Yes. I could probably do with the walk. Okay, let's go.
I look to Tor and just...
So he heads out of the room and kind of shouts at the children. Nothing to see here. Don't you all have lunches to get? Go on, off with you. And some of them do clear off. And there's clearly some that are just hanging around and giggling behind you. But he starts showing you to the library. Are you all heading to the library, or are some of you staying behind?
Jess is gonna whisper over to Todd, and she's gonna be like, First off, am I still irritable?
No, you're feeling a little bit better now. You kind of...
Okay.
You're calming down.
Okay. She's gonna lean over to Todd and be like, do you maybe think we should go look at that kid's locker?
Yeah, no, that's a good idea. We can do the locker, then we can come back and have a look in the office. Because he took one of my mobile phones a couple of years ago before I graduated, and I never got it back.
Okay, I mean, I don't think it'll still be here, but we can certainly look.
Or there might be something to do with all that's happening, but importantly, my phone, it has Snake.
Yeah, I don't think your phone's gonna be in here.
You never know.
Okay. Let's go to the locker first.
So while you're doing that, Wentworth, you headed back to the bus to do some research, didn't you?
Yeah, so I'm just going to use his law library in the bus. Just have a flick through, maybe look through the emotion category, see if you can see anything in there that's kind of that stands out. So just investigate a mystery, basically.
Okay. Yeah, do you want to do a roll?
Yeah. Did that roll?
Do some...
Oh, yeah, you go. 11.
Nice one, okay.
Might
You
get
wait
one. This
5 minutes
rolls
for
delayed.
the internet to start up. As you're,
Internet?
Oh, clearly you've got
Use
to...
the internet. You would use books. The power of books. Emergency measures.
Okay.
So, 2 questions for success.
It is.
So what sort of creature is it? And if he finds anything, he will also look for what can hurt it.
Okay. I will just show this to everyone. There we go. Okay, so you
This is
find
a cute
out
little thing.
that this is in fact an empath demon. There doesn't appear to be anything else that can kind of change the emotions of people around it. And as you can see, it says, although they're widely referred to as demons, these creatures are of human origin. A fully formed empath demon is able to manipulate the emotions of others, and it's unknown whether they are born with these powers or simply develop them over time, as most don't make it to adulthood, being consumed by their own heightened emotions. So, you're looking for some sort of human within
So
the
they
school.
appear humanoid.
Yes.
Okay, cool. And what can hurt it? My other question.
So, you do a bit of research as to how they've been dealt with before. In the past, some people have outright killed anyone they've suspected to be an empath demon, whether they are or not. It's been recorded as witch burnings in the past. It's been recorded as acts of passion. But there doesn't appear to be any way to kind of stop the creature other than ending its life. The only other thing you can do is try and suppress those emotions. But there doesn't appear to be any kind of research as to how you would go about doing that.
Okay, but a typical weapon will harm it, and if you kill it,
Yeah.
you can kill it in normal means. Okay.
Yep, it dies as a normal human dies.
Good to know. Where's the screenshot from? On the little pop-up thing.
The screenshot?
Yeah, like your little image that you've got with the empath demon. The
I
file
made it.
system.
I made
You
it.
made it?
Yeah.
That looks really good.
Really cool.
I'm impressed. You just went with this little like file system.
Yeah, this is basically, it's like the
Demons.com.
what was it called? The like, you know, the old like Microsoft Encyclopedia thing. You've got like a Demonpedia on your like Windows computer. That luckily has all of the knowledge of
Love
all
it.
demons.
Faye
That's so good.
book.
Yes,
Oh my god.
you should patent that. Okay, so
Amazing. Yeah, so he will finish up his research, go, aha, I thought it would be one of these, and then make his way back into school to find the others.
okie dokes. Yeah, it will be pretty obvious to kind of where they've gone because you can hear a lot of chatter coming from that direction, so you can make your way that way. So the head teacher has headed off towards the library with Anton. You pass through a bunch of kids milling around in the hallway and you turn into the library. It's quite a large library actually for such a small school. They've clearly put a lot of money into it because apparently everyone's obsessed with books in this place for some unknown reason. So you could find some interesting things in here. It's relatively old looking. There's different sections available, usual kind of stuff. So yeah, what would you like to do?
Well, first, I thank the headmaster, and with a definitely not threatening approach, I say, whatever happened, remember, between you and the other person, but please, not the children. They don't need to see that.
No, you're absolutely right. I am incredibly sorry. Is there any way that I can make sure this doesn't get out?
Yes, absolutely. You need to exercise self-control.
Yes. Yes. Well, I will do. Absolutely. You have my word. It will never happen again. That is burned into my brain for all of eternity. I don't think I'm going to sleep for several days now, actually. So, yes. Would you like any help while you're here, or should I leave you to put the books away?
I need my friend Wentworth to finally come with the other batch of books so we can get working. If you don't mind, I would like to stay here. If not, I'll see myself out.
No, that's fine. I need to make some phone calls anyway. Wentworth, he knows the place, so I'm sure he'll be along momentarily. Oh. Oh.
Cat.
Baby.
Grumpy cat. So yes, I will leave you to it then in that case. And he, without another word, scuttles off. Jazz and Todd, you headed to the locker, didn't you? Was it Eric's locker that you were going to?
Yeah, unless there's someone else.
Okay. Yeah. You find yourself at the lockers, but finding which one is Eric's might be difficult. They all look exactly the same.
Okay, so Jazz is still kind of on the youngish side. Would she have known Eric when she was in school? If there's only one school,
Yeah, she'll
maybe not known him close, but known of him.
She'll know what kind of all the classes are kind of in their own set forms. So she knows what form he will be in, and she knows what section of the lockers belong to that form. So she's got a rough idea of kind of where to start looking. Because all of these kids have the same classes, would all be together.
Mm-hmm. And there's nothing on the locker that says their names or stickers or anything like that.
There's stickers. There doesn't appear to be anything that says kind of Colin or anything like that, or any pictures. There are a couple of lockers that do kind of stand out, just kind of having more kind of doodles and stickers and stuff on them. But no, nothing that kind of says this is Colin's locker.
Okay. Todd, do you have any ideas?
Look at that
Where
face.
Eric's is?
With what if we go alphabetic?
Okay, what spot in the alphabet is he?
I don't know.
Okay. Okay.
Can we roll something to see if we can remember Eric's surname?
You would know his surname. It's Collins. No, that's a teacher. That's the teacher. Colin Collins is the teacher. I knew I'd forget. No, it's...
Jesus Christ, Kitty.
I was going to say, I thought that was a hilarious callback gag too. Oh no, that's the other one. Yeah, this kid is also called Collins, not Colin.
No, it's just Eric Smith.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Yeah.
It's oh, that's gonna be Smith.
It's the most common surname in Pleasantshores, so...
It could be Smith with a Y.
It could
Fine.
be.
You never know.
Okay. Is there like a kid around or something?
Yeah, there's some kids milling around. There's one stood by like an open locker, having a chat with one of the other kids.
I was just gonna go up and ask him. It's gonna be like, hey, I'm just taking care of. First off, does Eric have like a sibling or something? Maybe.
Eric Smith.
No, I'm asking you, Kitty.
Oh.
I'm not just asking you, kid.
No, he doesn't.
Sorry. Okay. I'll go up to the kids then and be like, hey, English teacher told me to clean out, Eric's locker, but she didn't remember where it was. You know where it's at?
Yeah, pretty sure it's that one over there, and he points to like 4 lockers down.
Oh, that was easy. Wow, I could have just counted 4 down. Okay, thanks.
Yeah, sure. Do I know you?
Nope, probably not.
Okay. God, this school's weird today.
Anyway, bye.
And he just carries on talking to his mate.
She's gonna like go to Todd and be like, okay, so it's that one. Is it locked?
Well, it is a locker.
They don't have to be locked.
Okay. We try the handle or...
It is locked.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. What kind of... How is it locked? Like, is it one of the American-y spinny dials, or...?
Yeah, it's got one of the, like, safe kind of combination things on.
Okay. So what kind of combination would a male teenage high school boy... Todd is going to try 69.
It doesn't work, but you do notice there is a rather large weed symbol on the door.
420420.
It unlocks. Teachers really should scrub that off.
A large weed symbol. Me suspect that he taketh part in the marijuana.
You think he'd be more
What's
chilled
inside the
out,
lock?
wouldn't you? Okay, so you open the locker. It has a number of books inside. It has the picture of the girl that you assume was the person that was scribbled out on his desk. It's got his football gear in.
Of course he plays football.
And that's about it. There doesn't seem to be anything else in there. Just relatively normal school stuff.
Just gonna turn to Todd and be like, any of this look odd?
Is any of that? Is there anything remarkable about the football gear, book titles? Does the picture of his former girlfriend be suspicious in any way?
The picture's fine. The football gear is smelly, but fine. There does appear to be like a school timetable on the top of all of the books that does detail where where the classes are and who the classes are with. So you can see that he did have science in the morning.
Okay.
Um,
What did he have in the afternoon?
He had English in the afternoon.
The thick plotters.
Does the picture of the, like, sweetheart have a name or anything on it?
No, but you do recognise her. You don't know her last name, but you know that she's Jessica.
Okay. I mean, I don't see anything else in here. Do you want to just take a schedule and go?
Yes. If it was related to him, we could go to the next class and see if anything weird happened.
True. You think we should go to the office first, though, so that way principal or headmaster doesn't come back, and then we'll go to the other class?
Yes. I should get my phone. Good thinking.
I don't think he has the phone, but okay.
So while you're doing that, we'll hop over to Anton and Wentworth. Wentworth, you have just got back from doing your research, and you were heading to the library, weren't you? So we'll pick up at the point where you reach the library.
Ah, Anton, how goes?
I saw something rather recently I rather not have seen.
Oh, another attack?
Jay, in your time working in this establishment, did you ever see headmaster having a private moment with somebody of the staff, but at the same time not that private of a moment?
I'm not entirely positively sure I know what you mean.
Headmaster was making out, as perhaps the youngsters say, with a fellow member of staff.
Oh. I didn't know the old
In their office. But the door was unlocked and children were seen there, so I don't know if I'd rather have that man as headmaster.
Wow, I certainly didn't take him for an exhibitionist. And in front of kids? I mean, was he conscious? Was he aware of what he was doing?
He seemed to be enjoying himself, so I'm going to say that he was aware of what he was doing.
And was there like a... Was it a phase? Like, once you confronted him, did he kind of snap out of it, or did they just continue going?
I did clear my throat and enunciate properly, so he helped me, if that's what you say. Perhaps my presence there alerted, well, my presence and the children's alerted him of other people being able to see him.
Truly in the moment, then.
You know, being in moment, why are you asking these questions? Do you have something?
Oh, if I'm correct, I believe we are dealing with, open up the thing, what's known as an empath demon.
Right.
A creature that is well known for manipulating emotions of other humans and altering their behavior to extremes that they don't usually experience. Hence, a teacher punching a student and a student headbutting a teacher.
You know, at first I was going to say demon, rude word to refer to a kid. Then you say empath demon and being able to manipulate others. Rude way of referring to kid doing a tantrum. But when you say demon now, demon, forked tail, horns, beard.
Common misconception. You do have your typical abyssal demons who have horns, tail, but there are I'd say thousands of variations of demons, all come in different shapes and sizes. Don't judge a
Right.
demon by its cover.
So we go fetch priest, get some holy water, and that's going to take care of it.
Another common misconception. Well, priests can do exorcisms. They're not always effective, depending on the demon. In this case, luckily, we can just kill it. We can shoot it, or stab it, or throw it off the top of the building. Easy. We've come across a demon that's easy to deal with.
So you say, demon, not horned, not tailed, not bearded, can manipulate people, not, well, eliminated via priest or religion or holy water, and we have to kill somebody.
Yeah, yes, correct.
Poor, I'm starting to like you. I knew. You were paired up with me for a reason. There we have it. Now, how do you identify demons?
Now that is a good question. They are known to appear humanoid, so it could be any human-looking person in this school, unfortunately. But with the state of the people affected, it would have to be someone in that class. Is it like? Would I know that empath demons only work in like? Is it a certain radius of them that they can affect people, or is it just like in the same vicinity, or how does their empath work? How can they affect people?
Yes,
Is
they
it just
have
being
to,
around them?
They have to be kind of within a certain vicinity. It's almost like an aura, like an area of effect kind of thing. So a fully grown empath demon would be able to manipulate singular people, whereas one that isn't fully in control of their powers, it more kind of radiates out of them.
Yeah, and is it kind of like the longer that you're next to them, the worse it gets, or
Yeah. It would depend on whether they're trying to kind of manipulate someone to do something in particular. But if an empath demon was radiating a certain kind of aura, then the longer that you're in that kind of vicinity, the stronger those emotions are going to be.
oh, yeah. If an empath demon was in a class and they were getting angry for some reason, they would radiate anger, which would cause others to get angry and start doing things they were not supposed to.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. Yes, so it would theoretically have to be someone in the class where the incident happened, and presumably also in the vicinity of the headmaster's office at the point that he was in his passionate mode.
Where I do believe I make a distraction for others to check either headmaster's office or somewhere else. Maybe we could convene somewhere. We could the four of us start checking for demons.
Okay.
Now I have to be clear. I left shotgun in shop. I don't carry that around, so
I think you'll be, as you were saying before, you're quite fond of me saying that you have the ability to hurt someone. We'll question that later. Yes, I think I have something in the bus that you'll quite enjoy seeing.
you keep shotgun in car that looks like boss for children.
You'll see. Surprise. Shall we go and find the others?
Yes, let's go find the kids.
I wonder why Wentworth was sacked from this school.
These were all modifications made after he left his position. Thank you very much.
But why did you
Sure.
make the modifications? That's the worrying part.
We're hunting demons. You gotta, have your stuff.
Okay,
Hey,
so
evil comes from school, right? You said it yourself. He knows
All
the in
that
and out.
crack in the inner city schools.
right, we'll head over to Todd and to Jazz. We were heading back to the headmaster's
The
office. weren't you?
headmaster's office,
Okay.
which definitely won't go any bad way.
Well, luckily for you, there is no one having sex in there when you arrive.
Oh, thank God.
Good.
The headmaster
find-
is nowhere to be seen either, so it's completely empty.
Okay. I'll just can I just roll investigate a mystery and see what I find?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. What are you looking for?
I guess I'll just start by seeing if there's anything obviously magical around.
No, there doesn't appear to be anything magical, apart from the lovemaking that happened on the table.
That was not magical. That was horrifying. Keep going. Um.
No, you
That's what she
can
said.
you can feel the same kind of thick air around that you felt previously, but this one is kind of tinged with the smell of microwaved fish and also a different fishy smell that you don't want to really talk about.
Okay. Todd, do you see anything? I mean, besides looking for your phone.
Todd is primarily looking for his phone, but if he was
I
to
don't think your phone is
stumble-
here.
You say that now. Good. 7.
You find your phone.
Fucking Christ.
Vindication! See, it's got a snake on it. He took it off me because I was playing on it in assembly.
Of
It's
course you are.
it's a Nokia 3020, so it's still got battery, and still works perfectly fine.
I knew it.
Okay.
What were we doing here?
Wherever the phone was, is there any other student personal belongings?
Yeah, so there's a few things that seem to have been confiscated. There's a list in the drawer of kids and an inventory of things that have been taken. There appears to be many entries from today.
Anything suspicious or interesting, or that would belong to Eric?
There is a few things that belong to Colin. There's nothing that belonged to
Nope,
Eric.
Eric. Colin is the teacher.
Yes.
Oh, I thought
I
you
knew
were
that.
confused again.
I was confused again. So, yeah, no, there's a few things from the kid.
Okay.
Eric.
So there's a phone. There's a book.
I'm gonna take his phone. What's the book?
The book just appears to be a heavy science textbook. It seems rather crumpled, like someone maybe hit someone with it.
Okay. Probably what he hit the teacher with.
There,
There's
also appears to be a broken chair leg in there that's got like a tiny splatter of blood on it. Like that was used to whack someone with.
Okay.
Yeah, this desk is pretty full.
Okay, I'll take the phone and I'll skim through the book. If there's nothing interesting in the book, I'll put it back.
Okay.
Can I boot up the phone?
Yeah, it switches on. He's
Anything with like
a
his
picture.
girlfriend or...
No, he's got a picture of Jessica on the front of his phone. But it's 1990s, so it's just a pixel face. And there's texts from his mum. And other than that, he doesn't have Snake, which is probably the most disappointing thing about this entire thing. He does have a unread text from his mum asking how his exam went.
Okay. I don't know what else to look at. I don't know.
We can't find anything. Maybe it's a someone. Maybe the demon's in disguise.
But we don't know it's a demon.
Or the ghost, or the lizard person.
I don't think it's a lizard person. I don't think those are real. I don't think ghosts are real either. Questionable. Well, maybe actually. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. This is so complicated.
Well, I mean, if ghosts are real, why not lizard people?
Because the lizard people are fake. Conspiracy.
This is
People
when
would say the same about ghosts.
Oh my god.
Wentworth and Anton, you arrive at the office. To Jazz once again seeming very annoyed with Todd.
It's a move.
Do you guys know anything? Because I'm absolutely confused. I found a phone, and then I found a book, and then I found a bloody chair, and Todd here found his phone, and it's all he wants to talk about is his phone with Snake on it.
Got a phone with Snake on it?
Oh my god.
Disgraceful.
That's incredible.
Not you too.
Anyway, yes, more to the point. I do believe we are dealing with an empath demon.
A what now?
An empath demon. Not familiar with such a creature?
Nope. You see, before I met you all, I lived like a normal human person. I didn't know any of this.
A normal human person.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. A normal human person who experienced visions? Or are those recent as well?
It just happens, okay? It's nothing to worry about. That's not the point. We're not having an intervention for me. I'm not a prophet or whatever you're saying.
Exactly, James. Wentworth, sometimes we have indigestion or anxiety. It happens. Let's focus on the important thing. We need to kill demon. Somehow.
Where do we find demon?
This chair leg could probably do a pretty good job.
I don't think that kills a demon. I think you kill it by like fire or beheading or a wooden stake.
It's
Right?
No, you're
basically a
thinking of
wooden
werewolves.
stake.
Oh. I thought werewolves were garlic.
No, that's lizard people.
Okay.
Oh, you're-
The chair leg
Catching my
is
brain.
kind of broken off at an angle, so it kind of does look like a steak right now.
How's it cooked?
Medium rare, obviously.
Well, more to the point. A demon can be killed by normal means, as if you were killing a human.
Oh.
So,
Really?
Yes,
Okay.
various injuries will take it down. Unfortunately, as well as being killed like a human, it also takes on the appearance of a human. So, finding it could be slightly more difficult. We do have some leads, obviously. I suspect that it was in the same class as our two friends who were angry at the time. So it could be a student, or it could be another member of staff who was in the area at the time.
Well, we've got the schedule for Eric. So if he was in class with Eric, it stands that they would be in class with him this afternoon, which is English.
Good observation. Jazz, your vision. Were you seeing it through the eyes of someone? Were you in the classroom itself?
No,
or-
it was like a first person kind of thing. Like I was in. Okay, so it was like a first person thing. I remember looking out the window and there was like the recess yard in front of me, and then I know I was in the science classroom because there was all the equipment and stuff, and then I felt like really really sad, and I climbed on top of a chair to get to a window, and I remember going out the window, and then it was like thunk, and then it was black.
You jumped out of the window. How there's classroom where there's, those jumped out of, how high was that?
How high was it, would you say?
It's on the second floor.
The second floor.
Interesting. Was there any word of a kid breaking both their legs from jumping out of a window?
Not to anyone's knowledge.
Seems to me as if a kid jumped out of a second-story window, they would be some injuries.
Maybe it hasn't happened yet.
Wentworth,
Yes.
the devil, the demon. Yes, demon has only influence in school, right?
Within it'd be a close vicinity.
Within close vicinity. And potentially, if we subvert the demon's plans, then demon will throw tantrum, therefore be easier to identify.
I mean, if it has plans, an empath demon.
Plans, intentions, goals, you name it. We only have to do a bit of sabotage. And, kids these days are always, they don't have to be careful, right? They can always start a fire or mistakenly activate the fire alarm if we get everybody out of here. Well, demon has nobody to influence. And if we look at crowd and there's one kid or one member of staff clearly wanting the rest to remain or doing something contrary to the others, then boom, that's demon.
Indeed. The demon may even choose to stay in the school, as the rest are evacuated. So, it's a good plan.
We have only to start a fire. Arson! It's always the answer, people!
Well, before we start the fire and potentially provoke a demon, shall I introduce you to my armory?
Sure.
You have armory in boss. I could kiss you, Wentworth. But it's too early, and I don't
I
have
think
an
we've
ounce of
seen enough
vodka
of
in me.
that.
It's weird because you actually really do feel like kissing him.
Todd is going to nudge Jazz. I bet you a $5 that it's going to be books are the best weapons.
pen is mightier than the sword and all of that. Okay. Are we...
Maybe he'll have like a knife hidden in a book.
Did you
A
want to
book
head
knife.
outside?
It's fine.
Yeah.
Are we all
Unless,
going?
Todd and Jazz want to start a fire.
I'm
We
not
don't
gonna
need to start a
have.
fire.
I'm not gonna
Or
have the
pull the
name. I'm not gonna have my name attached to arson. I'll pull the alarm, but I'm not setting a fire.
I mean, that's also a felony. So.
Fuck. I don't want to do any felonies. I'll go outside.
Okay. We all heading out?
Sure.
Okay, you make it outside with no trouble. Everyone is now in their respective classrooms, so the halls are empty. You head out to the bus. And Wentworth, do you want to describe what your armory looks like?
Yeah, of course. Right, all aboard, please. Follow me. Head towards the back of the bus. And you'll see, like, it's kind of like, as you get on the bus, there's, like, the front driver section, and then there's, like, basically a row of 4 shelves, basically, that kind of, like, come out, like, half, like, 3/4 of the way, like, across the bus, basically, leaving, like, a small corridor that goes to the back. So he leads you down this small corridor that goes to kind of the very back of the bus, the back row. And you kind of get the feeling that when you look on the outside of the bus, what the amount of space here that takes up by books is quite small. So he heads to the back of the bus, and you'll see a row of Captain Underpants books. And he'll reach over and just pull the third one down. And as he does, you start hearing these gears and clicking noises as the back bookshelf starts to open up, revealing a kind of back room area. Within that area, there are 2 beds, like a medicine cabinet on the wall, another bookshelf in there, which is like all the bindings for them have got like demonic symbols on and written in weird text. So you can tell it's like not your average book collection. And then to the left, there's like a kitchen countertop, and again he heads over to it and he turns the tap on, and as he does, this countertop flips down and up rises an armory, like a little, like almost like a cyberpunk-esque wall of guns, swords, knives. Does the armory say what has in it? Just double check.
I don't know if it does, you know. I think it just...
Jess is gonna leave over to Todd and just be like, put her hand out.
Hey, no, there are books in here.
No, it's just a stockpile of mystical and rare monster-killing weapons and items. If you want something super rare, you've got to roll for it, but otherwise, your everyday monster-killing weapons are here. So you've got RPGs, flamethrower, swords, machine guns, few stakes, obviously.
Someone's gonna get arrested.
Sniper rifles. Yeah.
Bedford, this is all very impressive, and I think I just saw a movie last week that had this exact same layout. Are you sure you're a normal librarian?
I mean, normal is a very subjective term. I'm a well-prepared librarian.
I don't think it is.
I don't think you can just ask people that.
Right. Yes, I'll admit you are a well-prepared librarian, but we are not going to enter school with grenade launchers and flamethrowers. There's no way.
No, but we're not dealing with something, a heavy hitter here. We can just take something smaller and lightweight. A thing can be killed in human means, so we don't need to go in guns blazing this time. Just take something small and concealable.
Like an Uzi.
And then if things do go, awry, we can come back for, perhaps a small RPG or, I've got a Stinger missile somewhere, I believe.
God. I definitely think that one's illegal.
Oh yes, there's quite a few of these are illegal.
Okay.
But unfortunately, when you're dealing with demons, sometimes illegal things are required. Most of those books, for example, on the bookshelf are, I'd say, highly illegal.
I just have a knife. I don't like the gun.
You don't have to fight at all if you don't wish.
Okay, I'll just sit out.
There's a medkit on the side over there if you wish to provide medical support.
She's gonna look down at her hands. She's gonna be like, I've never been CPR trained. Do you think I'll be okay?
So, if one of us has a hole somewhere, just shove this stuff in it. And
Okay.
Gauze it. And perhaps take a knife just in case.
Okay, I'll do that. She's gonna grab the med kit and take the knife and try to hide the knife as best as she can. Maybe up the arm of her sweater or something.
Okay, who else is grabbing something and what are you getting?
Wentworth, you said all this is legal, yes?
Is legal.
So if I want go down, you go down. Just clarifying that. I'll take something small, like a large pistol or a small SMG. Really.
Yeah, of course.
Anything that I can conceal in my jacket.
I mean, there's a Desert Eagle over there, if that's your thing. Heavy hitter, or...
Yes, I'll take heavy hitter. I'd rather hit once knowing target will go down than having to hit twice and then target possibly hitting back at me. Todd,
I don't want any weapons. I don't want to hurt anyone or anything. I just want... No. What's happening?
Neither do I, but follow along. We're doing service to community.
I've got my taser. I'll be fine. Or I'm good at hiding.
Of course, if this is all, emergency measures, this demon may actually be rather pleasant. And we may be able to bargain.
Pleasant demons have you met?
I've met a few pleasant demons, yes, of course.
Oh, okay, that makes me feel better.
Not all demons are evil. Obviously, quite a lot of them are. But some can be bargained with and sent on their merry way in peaceful ways.
Yes. I don't want to talk to demon.
So, at this point, you've kind of gathered your weapons together. We're gonna call it there and come back to this next week.
Okay.
Hopefully with Edgar and Asher as well, who have been there the entire time. You just never noticed them.
Actually,
the goose following us
they
around.
ju- yeah, they just had a bit of narcolepsy. We were just carrying them around.
Exactly. They just, yeah, that's exactly what happened. So, yeah, we're going to revisit this as you've gathered your stuff. You're about to try and track down this this demon and shoot it in the face, apparently. So,
Whoa, that's plan B.
okay. Shoot it in the
Nothing will go wrong.
leg. And yeah, hopefully save the day. So yeah, we will end it there for today. And yeah, we will conclude this next week. But good job, everyone, so far. You at least have figured out what this is and how to kill it. So it's a good start. And you will have some hopeful goosey help. And you know, it's always good to have a mechanic around as well.
help.
I'm just imagining a goose with an RPG.
Don't give it a flamethrower, whatever you do. It would not be good. Awesome. Okay, well, thank you everyone who has been watching on Twitch as well. And we will see you all, hopefully, next week for the conclusion. Bye, everyone.
Boy.